Hello, and welcome to this episode of Best in the Biz, the pod talking business with CNA entrepreneurs. Today, I'm with Dennis Shelley, DWS Mobile Welding.
That's right.
How's it going, Dennis?
Good, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So to get started, tell us a little bit about your business and how it all came about.
Well, it was a long-time dream of mine. Something that I've was introduced to in the early 2000s up in northern Alberta.
Okay.
Being a mobile rig welder. Once I was introduced to it, I said, "This is it. This is my path."
Yep.
And slowly working towards it for a long time now. And I've been in this trade for 18 years.
Okay.
And slowly getting pieces together. And with the announcement they came for our hometown,
Yeah.
I figured it was a good time to start. Mm-hmm. And that really was the final push for me to launch the business. Yeah.
Right on. Yeah. Right on. And like you said, in these types of businesses, it takes a bit of time to build the equipment that you need.
Yes, it does.
Right. And that's kind of a step-by-step thing.
It is.
Right.
A lot of baby steps.
Yep. No doubt about that. And when we're talking business, it's always nice to hear the background that you have in the industry.
Sure.
Right? If you're starting a business, you want to have that expertise.
Absolutely.
And with the 18 years expertise, I mean, you're in a good spot to do so.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping too. Yeah. That's right.
And definitely a service needed in the area too.
Yes, that's what I've been hearing. And, things are a bit slower taking off in steel mills what anybody expected.
Yeah.
But it's coming. And it's something that's, like I said, a lot of baby steps and perseverance really counts here, right? You got to make it through, yeah.
Yep. It's definitely not easy. That's for sure.
No, it's not easy.
So because you do mobile welding, you're obviously working in all sorts of places, different locations. So that's going to obviously lead to a couple different problems or challenges.
Sure.
So can you tell us a time that you really had to kind of think on your feet and problem solve in a different location?
Yeah. I've had several times like that, to tell you the truth. One that comes to the top of my head, I'll just give you a small story. There was a supervisor who wanted me to complete a particular task in a particular way, which he saw, which I disagreed with.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of contention there. When the day came when the job was assigned to me, I did it in my way and what I thought was the best.
Yeah.
Even though the manager disagreed, in the end, they ended up agreeing with me and telling me that I did make the right choice because it was done in a more efficient and a safer manner.
Yeah.
And so, times like that helps you trust your gut instinct.
Yep.
And that matters a lot in the trade world, even when faced with someone that has more experience or someone that has a higher title than you.
Yep.
You still trust your gut instinct because you're the one doing the job in the end, right?
That's right. And you talked about the safety.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
It's all about being safe.
Right.
And the person that's assigning you the job doesn't necessarily have that experience you have. Hasn't had those close calls that you've had.
Fair enough.
And so you'll know sometimes maybe you'll do it your own way would be best, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Right on. So tying it back to the business a little bit, it is, welding is a skill trade, of course, but running a business really requires a different skill set.
It does.
So how is that adjustment really?
It's been an adjustment.
Yeah.
I've been, a worker my whole life. Like I said, into the skilled trades for over 18 years now. Never ran a business before. No experience in running a business. So it's an adjustment in finding the biggest adjustment for me at my stage of my life with a full-time job. 2 small kids at home, is committing the time to getting this off the ground is the hardest part.
Definitely.
The next part after that would be all the little logistical steps. So your certifications and your insurances and making sure everything's in the right, for safety-wise and all that stuff, right? It's a lot to take on. It's something that you don't learn overnight. That's for sure. And if it was really easy to do, you see a lot of people doing it.
Exactly.
And you don't see a lot of people doing it because it's not easy, right?
That is very true.
Yeah.
And like you talked about, all the permits and different licenses and every single business is different with that.
Yep.
Right. So making sure you're covered on all bases is absolutely critical.
It is an absolute critical point. You can sink yourself pretty quick.
You can.
Absolutely.
Definitely. So on that topic, launching the business about a year ago now, we talked a little bit before, you've been kind of building on it for a couple years now.
That's right.
But with the official launch last year, what kind of advice would you give someone who has, a similar skill set, maybe in the trades, different trade, who's looking to get a business started?
Sure. My main piece of advice I give anybody trying to do this would do it in baby steps. Take small steps. It's easy to get overwhelmed.
Yep.
Perseverance again. Keep pushing. Something that you got to want it. And like if you take too big of steps, from what my experience is, they could set you back. So small steps, build towards it. You know, especially if you're doing it like I am from the ground up.
Yep.
No backing, just kind of out of my pocket. You got to go in small steps. That's
Right
my
on.
main advice. Yeah.
Yep. And that's how a lot of businesses get started.
Sure.
Like, big thing, it's been around forever, but a new term, side hustles.
Right on.
Right?
Absolutely.
So everyone, almost everyone these days has a side hustle, and it's a good way to kind of turn it into a full-time business after time, right? Yeah. So it's you see that as a career path these days.
Sure.
A lot.
Yeah.
So word of mouth is really big in the trades. How have you kind of tackled that around Stephenville, and how have you used social media?
Yeah. Well, the social media is a good tool. The thing is about the internet, people can be anybody on the internet.
That's right.
So, you know, like the old saying is true that, you know, talk is cheap.
Yep.
I've seen lots of guys talk big. You know what I mean? I have a decent reputation in my trade. I felt I'd done good work. I've had people comment on my work.
Yep.
I've never been, you know, fired or anything like that. So reputation on the sites I've been on is good. You know, but as a contractor, as a businessman, I'm a nobody.
Yeah,
and
fair.
so trying to get my name out there is the hardest part.
Yeah.
Networking is difficult, and it is who you know, not what you know, when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Definitely.
Right. But that again, that'll take time.
That's right.
You got to take time, and it'll come eventually.
Yep.
And the people who know me and work with me know that I do good work. It's just getting my name out there, like I said, as an independent contractor and busting through that kind of that ceiling there. That's the challenge.
Yeah. And I guess, you know, once you get the jobs going and get the client testimonials, then, you know, that's going to come.
Yes.
Right.
That's
So
right.
That's so important. And that's good. It's a good spot for social media to come into play, right?
It
Getting
is.
those client testimonials up on the Facebook page.
That's
or
right.
whatever kind of pages you got.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
I mean, as long as you're genuine.
Yep.
And you
That's
know
right.
you're telling the truth. And you're not getting out crap. I think people will accept that and see that in the end.
Yeah, definitely. So we talked a little bit about, when you got started, it was kind of, what pushed you over the edge to get started was kind of the announcements that are happening around the area.
That's right.
So how are you kind of looking forward and building for those?
Yeah. Always asking questions and seeking information.
Yep.
What's going on around the town. There has been several small projects that happened in the town, but nothing compared to what we were expecting as of right now.
Yeah.
We figured it'd be so much work that not enough people here to do it.
That's
so
right.
it'd be no problem having an opportunity with a mobile welding rig. That's what I was thinking. And I mean, that may still come. And Western Newfoundland does have industry. I know I'm not the only person doing this type of work. So there's a bit of competition there, which is healthy. It's fine.
For sure.
But we're still keeping our fingers crossed that something is going to happen in Stephenville, and we can just stay in our hometown and maybe make a good living at it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Trying to bring as many young families home as possible, right?
Right on.
So that's definitely what it's all about. One of the last questions here. So if you could go back and give your 1 year old or 1 year ago self a piece of advice, what would it be?
Try not to get too stressed out.
Yeah.
That was the biggest thing for me. There was a while there, my first year really launching the business with, like I said, working 48 hours a week, having 2 young children at home, and trying to get this off the ground.
Yeah.
I was stressed out.
I would say.
I even lost a bit of weight.
Yeah.
But I've come to terms with that now, and then I've actually gained weight back. I'm a bit more comfortable with it now. Kind of come to accept that it'll happen, and not to push too hard because I'm just hurting myself.
Yeah.
Right. So don't stress out. That's what I would tell myself.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. Like I said, the business doesn't shut off. It's a 24-hour a day thing, right?
It is.
So
it is.
It's all about time management.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So something new for this episode is a little rapid fire round.
Cool.
Cool with that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So first one, favorite tool.
I would say my oxyacetylene torch.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'd
Cool.
you to some pinches there.
Right on. All right. Fire up the welder early morning or late at night.
I'd be the early morning kind of guy.
Early morning kind of guy.
Yes,
yeah.
many times
That's
in
from the
early
background,
morning.
I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right on. Work alone or with a little team?
Well, it all depends. I work well with both. I can complete tasks on my own just fine. Working with a team is always great. You know, you get to work with a group of people, bounce ideas off each other. For big projects, I'd rather have a team.
Okay.
If I'm doing a minor fabrication project, I'd rather do it myself. So you're not really stepping on anybody's toes. You're not really getting in each other's way, right? Too many chefs in the kitchen kind of deal, right?
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah, so it matters if it's a big project or small project.
Yeah, right on. Cool. And the last one, what's the coolest welding project you've ever done?
Ooh. I've done some cool ones.
Yeah.
Been a part of some cool jobs here in Newfoundland. You know, I'd say the coolest one, the most satisfying one, was the one in Port aux Basques, and I think it was 2012, 2014. We made a flare boom.
Oh, really?
For an offshore oil rig. That was
Very
down
cool.
in Port aux Basques, yeah.
Wow.
And it was, as far as I understand, it was the largest structure ever floated off Western Newfoundland.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. It's for Husky Energy.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, and I realized now, looking back, that was probably one of the best jobs I ever had.
Yeah.
The crew was great. The shop was great. They treated their guys well.
Awesome.
They all get paid well.
Yeah.
And we were all home, so everyone was super happy.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Hard to beat that.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
So that's all the questions we had today. So thanks again for coming on the pod. Really appreciate you coming out and enjoyed the conversation. Before you take off, did you want to share your social medias to anyone listening?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can check out my some of my work that I've done. It's DWS Mobile Welding on Facebook.com. And I'll be launching a website very soon. If you need some welding done or some repairs, give me a call.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that's a wrap for today's episode, folks. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a review anywhere you listen to your podcast. And you can also learn more information about the Entrepreneurship Initiative at www.cna.nl/entrepreneurship. Thanks, and have a great day. Reputation is your resume. For those working in skilled trades or service-based industries, this episode reinforces a timeless truth. People hire people they trust. While digital tools like social media can help, the strongest leads often come from referrals and word of mouth. Building a name for yourself through reliable, quality work is still one of the best ways to grow, especially in a smaller community or tight-knit industries. Patience is key. Dennis's 18 years in the welding trade gave him a deep well of experience, proving how vital a strong skill set is to long-term success. But beyond technical know-how, he emphasizes patience and a step-by-step approach when launching a business. His story is a reminder that sustainable growth often requires time, patience, persistence, and careful planning. Trust your experience. Trusting your hands-on experience and being able to solve problems under pressure are invaluable traits, especially in the trades. It's a reminder that sometimes your gut, backed by years of practice, knows best.